this morning and I saw, I read a message, claiming that the new general manager has done some, blah, 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 blah. But then, this is normal psychology. This is normal psychology. When I do bad, and I knew that, the bad I did is being, said outside, I will have to develop a counter, a mechanism to go against what is being said about me. That's normal psychology. That's basic to everybody who understands psychology. It's basic. That's very basic to everybody who understands psychology. So the issue of, the current general manager has done blah, 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 that is not important to us. That is not important to us. What is important to us is, where is the $32 million that was spent on ferry engines? Where is that money? That is what is important. That is what's supposed to be a concern to all of us. Because if that $32 million that was supposed to be spent on engines were spent rightly, the issue of the ferry having problems now wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't have happened. That should be our business. That should be our business. Why is it that the money was given to buy engines for the ferries and it was not done? That's supposed to be our business. Whether the purchase of new ferry is done or not done, that is another, a story of another day. That is a story of another day. The story of the day is why are the engines not available, which is causing this current problem that is happening. That should be our business. But they're trying to play some games, some ferries have been purchased, they didn't get them, government. That is useless. That is not important. That is not important. What is important is, if the engines that we are said to have been, been given money for, were bought, what is happening now wouldn't have happened. What is happening now wouldn't have happened. That is what's supposed to be spoken about. But they want to dilute that to bring another story of, new ferries have been purchased. New ferries have been purchased. The new ferries that have been purchased are not for, for Banjul Bara. Those ferries are for, commercial use. Those ferries are for commercial use. Those ferries are for commercial use. The Banjul Bara ferry engines that we are giving money for are the ones that everybody should talk about. But it's trying to bring psychology to put your mind into conflict. That, you switch from, talking about the 32 million that has been spent on the purchase of ferry engines. That's what everybody should talk about. That's what everybody should talk about. And that's supposed to be business for everyone. It's like you have the only vehicle that is available between Birkama and Soma has an engine problem. You give money to buy the engine, and that person went and buy the engine of, a motorbike. And the engine cannot work there. The car still has a problem. You want to talk about that, then someone came and said that, there is money to buy another car and all that stuff. To buy another car, where is the money for the engine that you were given to buy an engine to fix that car? Where is that money? Where is that money? That is the problem. We cannot deviate from the issue of importance, the issue of substance, which is the money that is spent to buy engines. That money has been wasted because they bought engines that are incompatible with the ferries, and the engines are kept there, and the money has been wasted. We cannot put to bed things that are very important. And I have heard all that they are saying. All of, when the problem with the Gambia is, ni molbe tinyaro kela, ibukalon ko alabe kiring. Ni be tinyaro kela, ibukalon ko alabe kiring. Foni tata fe tinyaro ke. Ila tinyaro, ila kekuo, ni bofuka, watu le kafuko ikalon ko alabe kiring. Allah doesn't come when you are in, situation of difficulty, or when you have messed up. I heard all that they said. What you said, you people that went again and brought another story. All that you said, ngamoil. Alim be for ngamoil. Because I have a recording of everything. I have recording of everything. Alim be for ngamoil. It's better for you to just, admit to messing up and look at means of getting the thing sorted out. Then bring in another story that they're supposed to buy new ferries. They're supposed to buy new ferries. Where is the money that was spent on, the purchase of engines? Where is that money? Where is that money? That is what is important. Where's that money? Who could only? You could only di purale engine kutolo sang million tan saban in fula. Who could only? Who could only bring in other stories nonsense? People are not stupid. People are not stupid. You bring in another stories to dilute that other one. That people are not stupid. Like I said, Sabali should tell Barrow to, institute a commission, if not the whole GPA, but a commission for the Gambia Ferry Service. He has to institute a commission. $32 million will educate a whole village. A whole village will teach a whole, pay for the tuition fee for a whole village at the University of the Gambia for 4 years, and it will not be finished. A whole village. 32 million. 32 million will educate a whole village at the University of the Gambia, and it won't be finished. You know how many, poor children will 32 million sponsor to have quality education? 32 million. You know how many students and how many doctors will 32 million train to become specialists in 4 years? $32 million. But they embezzle all those funds, and they want to bring other stories that, they purchase ferries and they still haven't gone for them. That is not important. That is not important. What is important is why did they embezzle 32 million that's supposed to have benefited Gambians? My Baba, I read stories saying that, they didn't go to inspect the ferries because it is not their families. And you already forgot about the people that spent 32 million who could have saved this. But this is the problem with the Gambia. Molman karang. Wala problem with the Gambia. Molman karang. Ila mi robo ka jamfa. Mola mi robo ka jamfa. Kunun ya fale ko ni mari de 32 million na fay jana. Be a nonsense story na fena. And you not 32 million. Kafuko the family but it have intelligence. How do you people reason? How do you people reason? They bring in a displacement of, trying to bring a displacement of the substance of, the issue, and you go in with them. You go in with them. Forgetting that 32 million was already spent on the purchase of engines. Why do you have to forget about that? Why do you have to forget about that? The 32 million they spent on the purchase of engines, if that was added to the money that they now spent on, ferries, could have brought, better ferries. But why did they spend 32 million? They spent 32 million as an alternative, a contingency plan to have the engines functional so that they get orders. And when they did that, the person that's supposed to do the right thing went and bought, incompatible engines. And you already forgot about it. You already forgot because they know the nature of Gambians. Yalo negmun Gambian ulbe nyamin. Molu man karang. Hani mulu tata karang bungoto. Wala fongo man gina. Wala fongo kakilolo sukita. Dina munu man ta karang moto. Munu karanta. Wala fongo kakilolo sukita. Dina munu man karang. Yeah, but you just yesterday you've been told that these people embezzled 32 million. Today they brought a nonsense story and you already forgot about the 32 million. Talking about some other nonsense. Talking about some other nonsense. How does purchase of new ferry make the embezzlement of 32 million okay? How does it make it okay? How does it make it okay? That's what I cannot understand. 32 million could have built and empowered women gardeners, and make them very productive people. 32 million. 32 million could have improved a feeder road and make it of quality and improve the communication, transportation means of people. 32 million. And 32 million could have upgraded a hospital or a health center into a standard health center. It could have bought a machine, X-ray machine or whatever kind of machine that they need for healthcare. But the Gambian has already forgot that the embezzle that them nabenyu is because when family is involved, you don't care because it is your family. So family nyenen, you want to take the drum and be beating the drum for everybody to dance. When it is yours, you want to forget about family, you know about it because it is your family that is involved. Because it is your family that is involved. Ali sati mobila naflota ali okasara. Huh? Mobila naflo ali okasara. I had what they were saying. Kafuko, when you trust someone, ilata movina, okata la modolla, yemin for akata ya fungo kotaye. But the same, ini monku jawuke. Ima finke mi yalon kaman soto. Why are you going to be worried? Munanang munanaba klete mi roti koko ini min kachata okata for modole. Why? Munanang. Iyalo naming kaman betia wala nang o miro beto ka foko isa wo kay kala molla akoliata la bota finde jena nonsense. Ali sati na flo le kasara. Ali sati na flo ali wala kasara. Ali sati na flo le kasara. 32 million wo man ka kodindinti. 32 million man ka kodindinti. 32 million se fuwaru la dindingol la karambungo jo firebang atoye tuje. 32 million could pay for 200 students at the University of the Gambia from year 1 to year 4. If not more than, that is even, it could pay for 1,000 plus students. Year 1 to year 4. And will not be complete. Will not be complete. Because the tuition fee is like $35,000 per annum. So 1,000, that's supposed to be 3.5 million for 1,000 students. So we're talking about maybe 5,000 students. Look at that. One single person embezzled that. And the funny thing is, the people that do this are young people. The people that do this. The people that do this are young people. People between the ages of, now Siata, the like 40, 7, 48. Because I saw the pictures and I saw who they are. Ni Kibayata, even 50C. Ni Kibayata back 50, not more than 50. Young people. Ni Kibayata, 50. I don't even think they are up to 50. Maybe 45, 19, like 1981, 1978, 79, 81, 80, 81, that range. Or even 83, 84. Young people, because I saw their pictures and I know they are a doctor. I know from the facial expression, I could guess the age range. Huh? 32 million. 32 million was Gambia no jama ba nafa. Nafa mi yalon ko mari bita abita 5 fa atanyina lala. Yo kudo beta ya kasara ko kana story dol na felang because yalo no ko Gambians are easily emotional. They easily forget like ko Gambia ka fanyawe ni bi story o ka continue sama ta mol ko alta e nyina bita la hani bita e mo ye sate bele I sate bele tumbu. They forget about it. It's just yesterday you are told that 32 million has been wasted. Huh? 32 million. Yeah, because the Boss engines that they bought, they didn't buy them for 32 million. probably 3 million or probably 4 million or 5 million. The rest of the money they put it in their pocket. The rest of the money they put it in their pocket. So you already forgot about that. And you're talking about some nonsense stories. Nonsense stories. The ferries that they purchase are going to be used for commercial ferry, transportation of goods and the like. That's what they're going to be used for. So if you already fall in for that nonsense story, forget about it. The insider, that so-called insider, is part of the group, part of the supporters of the former general manager, who were part of the embezzlement, who were part of the fuel, the stealing of fuel, who were part of the fabrication of fake invoices for the purchase of endless spare parts, are the people that are doing all this nonsense. And this is common of Gambia. The same story like, KMC with Bensouda and Sena Mumbai. It's similar thing. Kemo brought a story. Tali felt insecure. He pushed Sena Mumbai. Senabu Martin. He pushed Senabu Martin as a scapegoat. It's the same story everywhere. That's the same story everywhere in the Gambia. Papa you molle katara oh billahi Gambia boy Gambia is a problem. You molle for me Kurano karang. Ya lon ko alay min fo. Bari hani we be kasa rokel. Why would I be bothered about the purchase of new ferries when I know that you already embezzled my funds? Let's talk about the funds that you embezzled first. That's what is more important. Because the money that you embezzled, if it was used rightly, the ferries wouldn't have been lost in the sea. They won't have been lost in the sea. They won't. But you want to forget about that, talking about purchase of new ferries. Nonsense. Lunini wara watan. Moy. Halis bun joye. Halis askan bun joye. Ngeen jël ko pisit pasarip. Lolu lañ wara watan. Fan la halis bi dem? Where has the money gone to? That's what we should be worried about. Not the purchase of new ferry and all that stuff. That is secondary. Because if the money that was supposed to be spent on the purchase of engines and it was done right and the engines were bought, this issue of ferries wouldn't have happened. This issue of ferries wouldn't have happened. But they want to dilute that story and want to take people to the purchase of new ferry because they want to play psychology on the Gambians. And they know that majority of Gambians are gullible people, including those that have gone to school. Because a person, sensible person, will read the story and say, but now, where is the money? The 32 million. Where is the 32 million? That's what a sensible person will say. Because he or she will know that this story is is a source of deflection from the story of yesterday. Because I heard all that they are saying. Allah mimbe for ngamwele. Allah message sol bijang. Allah message sol ibijang. Alim be for kunu. Namwele Allah message sol bijang. Ka foko Allah inale berale tinyaro kele ale alonko Allah bekiri. Berale tinyaro kele ale alonko Allah bekiri. Beral beti nyaro al malon kala ala bekiring. Beral kas fuelo sunya kataka waf. Aka invoice lu dada kap spare part bambalolu sang. Al malon ko ala bekiri wato. Sayna le alon ko ala bekiring. Sale altel yalon ko ala bekiring. Beral eti nyaro ke wato la yalo ala kiring. Social media bijang kamulu fenyolu debe. Ki fenyolu debe siakang. Wole social media na fe. Ka tinyaru lalu feñodu debe. Ya debe siyaka. Wole social media na fe. Ka foko social media kirib karab. Social media. Itika sati demfengo. Yota fuelo mi yalon ko wole be ferio fenkala pour kamulu latani naso nyandi. Yo fuelo sunya. Ya wafi yo ko dota ita ya dira musola ay nduga kala ye balu wala itu ko ite man iti billahi wallahi tala albajani kala al kiyama Albe jani kelal kiyam. Imagine that. The money, the fuel that's supposed to be used by the ferry. Huh? They're supposed to be used by the ferry. These people will steal that fuel, sell the fuel, take the money, go and live with the money, with their families. This is what they're doing. Make invoices that they want to buy spare parts, and they will not buy spare parts. Take that money, go live with their family. Wala na mol bukabalu saying. Wala na mol bukabalu. That's why people are not living, because you take, money that belongs to everybody. Isn't it asunya? Nte doron ta asunya. Nse yamfuye no. Isn't it lakodota no? Huh? Na yamfuye no. Na I could, forgive you. Mabalala. Why halis bohamme? Halis inyipla. You cannot know every Gambian. You cannot seek forgiveness from every Gambian. You kodota yo kasar. Alo jiberik. Alo jiberik. Otinyar la lo la kavako. Kuno ni la message sol mail. And I was even laughing. I was listening to their messages. I was laughing. I'm going to infiltrate your WhatsApp group. I'm going to hack your WhatsApp group. Te Momo Biji, mbalo na I will know whether you are supporting the embezzlement of public funds or you are against the embezzlement of public funds. I'm going to hack your WhatsApp group. I'll tell Gambia Ferry Service and in Gambia Post Authority. Allah hack WhatsApp group. I'm going to hack the WhatsApp group. I'm going to get into your WhatsApp group and make sure that Momo Biji, Mbalona, Feti, you are supporting embezzlement of public funds or you are against the embezzlement of public funds. I'll be te Gambia be ba kalamutala ko I'll tell kasati na fulo be kasar. I'll hack your WhatsApp group. Ale pare konti afale la kunun nal parida allata muro minna kendeke alita auto allata muro minna kendeke alita auto o muro ba afale ko allafti allafta fanko sita juo allafta wole bambula allafaka sita juo le bambu wote klano allata muro minna kendeke altaji altaji naltata wo ya ba afale ko allafta sita juo le bambula mobuka sita juo bambu sita juo mobuko bambu ali fonyo mul naf sate naf lo kasaro ali fonyo la. That is what is important. I don't know all of any of these folks, and I don't even want to know them. Nobody's interested in knowing any of these folks, but everybody has to take the position of public office as a privilege to serve our people, to do better for our people. No be left all. Ye could be okay. Ye like ye mansakunda doko dilela. Ya kanyama. We profile you on the internet and say thank you to this person. He is doing excellent. Thank you to this person. She is doing excellent. No be left all. Ntafama left all. That's left to me. Everybody that is doing excellent, supposed to be profiled and encouraged and motivated. That's what everybody wants. Moma lafika alon jumale nyinti. Ali kuoke anyama. Gambia be do yaring. Gambia is very small. If everybody does it right, we will be a very developed country. More than the Singapore that everybody and Dubai that our former presidents we are talking about. We would have been more than the Singapore and Dubai combined. But because people embezzle public funds, just imagine. It is fake invoice that Ekuko Ferry bagaso ila fa call da. Ferry le problem ila fa call da. Imam Ferry bagasan. Yo ko dota ya kila pusokon. Itate inila dimbaya baluta wala. Inila dimbaya baluta wala. Alo jiberek. Just look at that. Fuelo mimbe Ferry yo borondila. Yo sunya. Yeta yo wafi. Inila dimbaya balu wala. Alo jiberek. Bari Gambia. Bapare ni molko ko itul no leng ala fenkalalti God ten krib krab God krib karabalita morolia kalka modo letinya ebuka mo betinya dol mun sita juolti modul beje wol mun sita juolti esa sita juo sepo fo tiloy boy ita fenkela sama inana ya sepo fo tiloy boy ita fenkela o kana try ni ko be sita juo bambula iteo wala ko bakatil iteo wala bakatil sita juo buka mo sita juo buka boy mo kan sita juo buka boy mo kan the baobab tree is very smooth. It only has a problem with you when you want to get up there to touch its fruit. Sita juo buka mo batandi. Ni ka dingol ma wala ki nganya. So mo be buka sita juo ma. Al sati nafulo, sati nafulo. Al kana sati nafulo kasara. Al kana sati nafulo kasara. Te mori kabe denalto kasati nafulo kasara. Amali bala kilalde. I have witnessed marabouts dying in hospital. Dying painful death. I have witnessed it. Marabouts dying in hospital and dying painful death. I witnessed that. Doning be bukan abe fusika, abe buka abe fusika. Abe bukan abe fusika. Fo janaba fal. O doning ateo akola kumbo. Akati kulo la kadim. Te kulo fafat. Tinyaro ala na fale lako. Ala buki boto al kiyama de. Dunya ka tan dila old. E wandi molu kasara ala ka daj aka landi yele. Aka jurman yele. Fo wato isi ay duno dile ya nyum. Ay duno dile ya nyum. Alka ka molle kasara. Allah lungo bina. Mota tula jang. Mota tula dunia. Mo bela ba fal. So sate naflo alkano kasara. In fact, all of them are Muslims. All of them. Nyinti nyaral be mu Muslim olet. Nyinti nyaral ibe Muslimo. And they carry very good names. Very good names. Very, very good names. They carry very good names and they are Muslims. It will never nyinti nyaral. Until then, we are not going to move. Barrow has to establish a commission, institute a commission for Gambia Ferry Service. We need to get the invoices for the spare parts that they claim to buy, the fuel, purchase and all that stuff, so that we will know. Like the local government commission back hearing, we have to get one for Gambia Ferry Service. That is the only way you could stop corruption. Even if you don't take them to mile 2, but when everybody in the public sees that it will reduce their, the wastage. Until then, you take care. Bari, na mfale alkana wala sita juolenti. Yo, alright, okay, bye-bye.